Hi, good evening, everyone. And in today's video, I'm going to show you some interesting stuff in KMP development, especially desktop build. And I got some of the great questions in the comments area. One of them, someone asked, like in the desktop, how can I build an app like, for example, Spotify? I got a title bar blended with the other area, has the same color, same pattern, so it's won't be have a very and like obvious like a different style of title bar from the window area, right? So in previous video, and as I showed you, we got a attribute in the window. We can use this undecorated set to true, and then the window, the actual title bar will be hidden, right? And but that's not enough, right? Because the title bar actually got a function. Real important function is it allows the user to drag the window around, right? And for example, on the Windows or MacBook, if you want to move up the window and to some other place, you need use a cursor and to drag the window title bar, right? To do that. For example, in this case as well, we drag the title bar, it can move around the window. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do that, right? And in order to do that, first of all, I want you to know actually this function is useful in desktop, right? But it isn't useful in iOS or Android, right? Because on a mobile phone or iPad or tablet, you don't need to do that at all. So we will start with a draggable title bar composable function. But this function is we need to have this cross-platform function as an interface and use the expect and modifier here in the comment main. And then we just define this and build the implementation in all the other platforms. For example, in Android, we can simply keep it empty and it will be okay. And in iOS as well. But in desktop, we need to implement this. As you can see here is mostly all the implementation here. I mostly copy this code from the ChatGPT answers. So yeah, if you need this code, this code is actually working perfectly. So if you need this in your desktop app, you can copy from my GitHub, and it's all open source. And mostly, I'll just simply explain. This is mostly like manually implement, and you can see here the mouse and cursor position X and Y is just deal with this manually here. And within this will be the layout actually what you need. For example, for our case, we have a text title bar. This is my app, and we have a close button here, and it will be a cross icon here. Clicking it will close the window, right? And for the others, I also use the same color pattern. For example, the background you can see here, we use the Premiere, so it will match the color of the other areas of the window to make it looks and blend in to the other area. And also use the text color, etc. So yeah. And one more thing is actually in the main function of the desktop build, we got a few things we need to be ready for the draggable title bar. Is firstly is AWT window here. You need to assign this window to it, and also you need to have a composition local provider here to provide the AWT window and to you common composable root. And one more thing is we have a global variable here. It's called a local window, and they use this like a static composition local of window, and yeah, and then this one, if you click into it, you can see it will be used in the draggable title bar, right? So mostly that's it, right? Let's run this to see how it looks like. Yeah, okay, you can see it's a very beautiful title bar here. It's a very immersed, right, as a part of the window. So you can see you can customize as like a editable button or like a customize different appearances as you like, right? But the thing is when you drag it, it can move the window, and if you click the close button, it can close it, right? It looks pretty nice. Yeah, it's mostly today's content. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.